Hello everyone, welcome to A to Z Fintechy. This is our first video. What is share? This is the basic video. Prepare to understand share and basic terms associated with it. Later, some advanced topic video will be added, and that will give you insight on stock market, how shares are traded in the stock market, reading financial statement of the company, understanding the financial terminologies, how to do investment analysis, how to do fundamental analysis of the company, and how to do smart investment into the stock market and companies, how to choose companies. So let's start with basic video first. Please go through complete video. You will be able to understand what is share and how do shares are traded and why people invest in stock market and why do people invest in shares. So share is a, in basic term, it's a part. In finance and accounts, it's a part or portion in the ownership of the company. In plain English, it's a part. So it's a part of ownership of the company. So when I say ownership of the company is a form of business. We'll discuss separately what is company and what are the different forms of business. So it's a form of business, and share is an financial instrument. Company issue shares to those who invest into the company, who invest capital into the company, who give funds to the company. So the person who holds share is called as a shareholder. Thus, shareholder is owner of company. How much ownership? That depends on how much amount you have invested into the company. That will come later. How it is computed and what is the percentage ownership I hold when I invest into a particular company. So the basic term share is it's a part or portion in the ownership of the company. So I'm repeating the word company, company, company because it's a feature of company. So to understand feature of the company, let's discuss what is company. So company is a form of business. We know some basic form of business like proprietorship and partnership. A proprietorship, a business is handled by a single person. He's the owner of the business. He takes unlimited risk. He single-handedly take risk and he enjoys the reward. So that's a one-man show, one-person business, we can say. The other form of business is partnership. In partnership, more than one, two, three, four, five person join to do business. They jointly take the risk. They enjoy the profit of the business in certain proportion. They form an agreement which is called as a partnership agreement. But the feature of proprietorship and partnership is similar, like there is unlimited risk. And also in sole proprietorship, as a sole, there is only single person. In a partnership, there can be number of persons, but by act it is restricted, maximum 100 in India. USA have state laws and they follow Uniform Partnership Act, so the number of partners varies. But in partnership, it becomes a little bit difficult to manage when there are number of partners. So it depends on which form of business you want to do, because all of them have some advantages and some disadvantages, but it depends on the size and the quantum of your business, what you really want to do. If you want to restrict your business to yourself, a single limited thing, you don't want to share your profit, then it will be a sole proprietorship. If you want to take help of somebody else, his skills, funds, intellect, in any form, you join hand with some other person and you form a partnership. The third form is what we have to understand in detail is company. So company is a artificial person. When we say artificial person is it's created by law. Proprietorship and partnership, liabilities unlimited, and they are considered same as owners, as partners. Whatever happens in sole proprietorship and partnership, in sole proprietorship, owner has to make the loss good. In partnership, partners are jointly and severally liable. There is unlimited liability. Something goes wrong, partners have to make that loss good. They have to come together. They have to repay the creditors. They have to bear the loss. So that's an unlimited liability kind of thing. Risk is huge. That's not the case in the company. Company is an artificial person. It's created by law. So it's a different form of business. So when we form a company, company issues share to the people who invest into the company for capital. So company need funds. Any form of business need fund, that the company need fund. So those people who come into the company, they invest into the company. So company issues them shares. Please understand, company and shareholders both are different person. Company name is ABC Limited and Mr. X invest into the company. ABC Limited is a company, is a corporation, but Mr. X is a different person. He just invested his money into the company, he became a shareholder. So they are two different things. In the eyes of law, these are two treated separately. So there is a separate legal existence which is not there in the proprietorship and partnership. The liability of Mr. X is only limited to the amount of investment he did into the shares of the company. If company went into loss, he don't have to pay something from his own pocket. His liability is restricted only to the amount of shares. And he gets right as a shareholder. He can vote on critical matters of the company as provided into the act. What are the rights of shareholder? That will go in detail later on. But in today's topic, let's understand what is company. It's a form of business. It's an artificial person. It's created by law. And there are a number of members like shareholders who owns the company. So they own the company to the extent they invest into the company. Company may have a lot number of members depending what is the requirement of company. They issue the shares. They form capital because company need money. Any business need money to do business. So when company issue shares to some small privately held group or few number of people, it's called as a private limited company, private corporation. When public invests into the company, it's called as a public limited company. So there are two types of companies. And the company issue the financial instrument that yes, you hold some amount of ownership, some percentage of ownership into the company. That instrument is called as a share. So the main feature of company is share, and share are tradable. They are freely transferable. One person can transfer his share to another person. That is not easily possible in form of sole proprietorship or in case of partnership. So when a person holds shares into the company, if he don't want that share, he can sell it in open market. Market is available, and that market is called as a stock exchange. So let's understand some more features of company and share. So you invest in a company, you get shares, you want to transfer that shares to some other person. They are transferable. they can be sold into the open market. So share is similar like stock or equity. It provides you a right of ownership in issuing company. Thus, simply when a company is in need of fund, they raise it through shares. Public subscribe to those shares. They become shareholders of the company. And the first time when they do it, or whenever they do it to the public, it is called as an initial public offer. So public takes shares of the company and in turn gives money to the company. Company uses that money for doing business, for expansion, and basically to earn profit. But the basic question remains, why do I take share of a company? There are a lot of things I can invest my money. Why do I invest in a company? So well, it's a simple. You can do your own business or you can invest in the business and that will work for you because you are ultimately owning that company. You are not directly involved into the company, but yes, you are a shareholder of company. You are the ultimate owner of the company. So if company earns profit, you will get share of the profit. That share of profit will be distributed among all the members, all the shareholders. That is called as dividend. If company does well, value of share, value of the company will increase. And whenever required, you can sell that share in the open market. You can earn profit. So you can earn more than what is fixed earning. If company does well, if company earns well money, either company will give that money back to the shareholders as a dividend, or they may invest or they may retain that profit as reserves into the company and they will use that money for expansion. So but value of company will increase. When value of company will increase, what is company? Which is owned by a number of shareholders. Company is a shares, so value of share will increase. Your value of investment will increase when there is a increase in valuation of the company. These shares are exchanged daily on the stock market, and the person who hold that share is a shareholder. He is an investor. So we will invest into the company to earn profit. In the market, there are a lot of options to invest money, and investment in stock market is one of them. There are a lot of options. You can keep your money into bank, fixed deposits, wherein you will earn some fixed return. You will not able to earn more. If bank perform more good, earns more profit, you will get only whatever is interest rate you decided when you kept FD with the bank. But when bank profit is more, bank shareholder, they will get the yield, they will get the dividend, and also the value of bank will increase. The value of share of bank will increase. You can trade that on stock exchange if the company is listed, or you can transfer it to somebody else. So investment is like you have to take a risk so that you will get rewards. In case of company, when you invest in equity, you become owner of company. If company performs well, you will get a return. Value of company will increase. That is, basically affected by too many factors. But basically, yes, valuation of company increases when company is making good profits. So you are the owner of that company, so you will get a share of profit to the extent you hold the shareholding. If company propose for the dividend, otherwise that money will be retained by the company as reserves and will be used. Though value of company will increase, value of your share will increase. So whenever you make investment, risk is involved. You can't escape risk, and it is pervasive. It is everywhere. You can minimize it smartly, and wise investment decision can make you to earn good profit. higher earning chances are more than fixed return investment options in company. We'll discuss in next few videos how much earning you can make on average and how it is different than some fixed investment you do, like fixed return investment you do. So this is share and this is the basic understanding about company. So company issue shares people invest in shares because they want to do some investment wherein they will get some earning when company does well, or either shares are highly transferable financial instrument. You can liquidate your investment whenever you need money. So that's what people invest in share. It's a good form of investment. If you invest smartly, you will earn good profit. But don't forget, you can't escape risk. It's pervasive. So shares are held, earlier it was held in physical form. Now also private companies, they issue shares in physical form. It's like a paper where your name, how much amount you invested, and all those things are mentioned. But public company shares are now hold through demat. They are held through demat. It's an electric form of shares. Demat can be opened with the depository participants. Generally, all bank now gives a facility of demat. They can integrate, or it's almost there in every bank now. Your demat account and your bank account, they can give you through one login, wherein you can transfer easily funds from your demat account to your bank account, and you can invest into the stock market. So the stock market is a market, where things are traded. So in stock market, stocks are traded, shares are traded. So let's take a glance at various stock exchanges. India has Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange, which is widely used. USA Dow Jones, Nasdaq in USA, and London Stock Exchange in United Kingdom. So some few basic terms associated with shares: face value, issue price, and market price. Face value is the base price of the share. When company need money, they issue shares. Let's take an example. When company's share price is base 10 rupees, $10. Company issue 100 shares. So company is going to raise 1000 rupees, $1000. So if somebody has taken 50 shares, he is a 50% owner. So base price is 10, company issues as 10. That is the issue price. This is a normal example, base example. If company's share price is 10, but company issues at, let's take an example, 20 rupees, double the face value. So company is issuing shares at premium. So premium is price above base value, base price. We know in general terms we pay premium when there is something more we pay than the normal price. That's the term called as a premium. And later on, when the shares are traded in stock exchange, they are traded at market price. So that 10 rupees face value shares, if issued by company at 20 and later on traded at 25, if value of company increases and there is a more demand to company share, the market price will increase and share may be traded at 25. So in this case, 10 is the face value, 20 is the issue price, and 25 is the market price. When shares are issued lower than the face value, it's called as a discount price. So with an example, let's see, a company issue 1000 shares at face value of 100, but issue price is 150. Here face value is 100, issue price is 150 at a 50 rupees premium, and Daniel bought 100 shares. So basically he has to invest 100 into 150, 150,000. And he owns, how much is the ownership? His ownership is, out of 1000 shares, he purchased 100. So he's a 10% owner in the company. So that's how share work. This is a basic video to understand what is share, what is company, what are the different forms of business. very basic terms. In next video, let's understand a few more terms related to stock market. We'll bring a number of videos for you, so you'll be able to understand. It will help you a lot in complete understanding of shares, stock market, financial investment, what things to look into the company before investing, fundamental analysis, how to read financial statements. So stay tuned to A to Z FinTechy for more videos. Thank you. Hope you like the video. Please share your comments. If you have any queries, please write into the comment box below. We'll be happy to resolve all your queries and help you to become a smart investor. Thanks a ton and happy learning. See you for more videos on FinTechy.